How does performance management system work in the Department of Education? Performance management system is instrumental to employees' productivity and organizational competence. Entering into the quality assurance era, the Department of Education engaged in a paradigm shift in its management system and executed results-based performance management system as articulated in DepEd Order No. 2, Series of 2015. It aims to provide comprehensive guidelines for the adoption of the Civil Service Commission's Strategic Performance Management System, DepEd. These guidelines stipulate the specific mechanisms, criteria, and processes for the performance target setting, monitoring, and evaluation for the development planning for schools and offices, covering all officials and employees, school-based and non-school-based in the department holding regular punctilio positions. Personnel under contracts of service or job order and LGU-funded employees shall likewise be covered, but for purposes of performance evaluation only. It focuses on measures of performance vis-a-vis the targeted milestones and provides a credible and verifiable basis for assessing the organizational outcomes and the collective performance of the government employees. As a learner-centered institution, the Department of Education is committed to continuously improve itself to better serve the Filipino learners and the community. The adoption of the SPMS and DepEd strengthens the culture of performance and accountability in the agency with the DepEd's mandate, vision, and mission at its core. This will be used for measuring and rewarding higher levels of performance of the various units and development planning of all personnel in all levels. School-based personnel, the RPMS shall provide for an objective and verifiable basis for rating and ranking performance of units and individual personnel in view of the granting of the performance-based bonus or PBB. For school-based personnel, the RPMS shall be used only as an appraisal tool, which shall be the basis for training and development. The DepEd RPMS shall follow the four-stage performance management system cycle as prescribed by the Civil Service Commission. 1. Performance planning and commitment. Phase 2. Performance monitoring and coaching. 3. Performance review and evaluation. And lastly, performance rewarding and development planning. The RPMS shall align the performance targets and accomplishments with the department's mandate, vision, mission, and strategic goals. It shall ensure 100% results orientation vis-a-vis the planned targets. On the other hand, the latest demonstration of the required competences shall be monitored for developmental purposes only. The RPMS shall cover performance for 1 whole year. The performance planning and commitment shall be done prior to the beginning of the performance cycle, while the performance monitoring and coaching shall take place immediately after Phase 1 and continue throughout the performance cycle. The performance review and evaluation, as well as the performance rewarding and development planning, shall be done at the end of the performance cycle. Phase 1. Performance planning and commitment. The performance planning and commitment shall be done prior to the start of the performance cycle, where the rater meets with the ratee to discuss and agree on the following: office KRAs, objectives, and performance indicators as anchored to the overall organizational outcomes, and individual KRAs, objectives, and performance indicators as anchored to the office KRAs and objectives. The Office Performance Commitment and Review Form, or OPCRF, shall be accomplished by the Head of Office to reflect the Office KRAs, objectives, and performance indicators. The Head of Office, in coordination with the Planning Office, shall ensure alignment of the Office plans and commitments to the overall organizational outcomes. The OPCRF shall be equivalent to the IPCRF of the Head of Office. Performance Commitment and Review Form, or IPCRF, shall be accomplished by the individual personnel to reflect the agreed individuals' KRAs, objectives, and performance indicators. Phase 2. Performance Monitoring and Coaching. The performance monitoring and coaching shall commence after the rater and the ratee commit on the KRAs, objectives, and performance indicators and signed the OPCRF and IPCRF. This shall be done throughout the year. The two main components of Phase 2 are the following: performance monitoring and coaching and feedback. Performance monitoring shall provide key inputs and effective basis for rating. It shall provide evidence. Be a continuous process. Coaching and feedback shall be provided by the rater and or shall be sought by the ratee to improve work and performance, so with the behavior. Phase 3. Performance review and evaluation. The performance review and evaluation shall be done at the end of the performance cycle to assess the office and individual employees' performance level based on the commitments and measures as contained in the signed OPCRF and IPCRF. The review is prescribed to determine the progress in achieving the objectives. In exceptional cases, and only if the situation warrants, a one-time recalibration of office and individual objectives shall be allowed during the mid-year review. The RPMS shall put premium on KRAs towards the realization of organizational vision, mission, strategic priorities, and the OPEF log frame. Hence, rating for planned and or intervening tasks shall always be supported by reports, documents, or any output as proof of actual performance. In the absence of said basis or proofs, a particular task shall not be rated and shall be disregarded. Plus factor. The plus factor shall be considered as another KRA. These are value-adding accomplishments which are not covered within the regular duties and responsibilities. The weight of the plus factor shall not exceed the weight of the highest mandated KRA. For teachers, the plus factor shall be limited to work or activities which contribute to the teaching-learning process. Phase 4. Performance rewarding and development planning. The results of the performance review and evaluation shall be used in performance rewarding and development planning. This phase shall be done after Phase 3. The rater shall discuss and provide qualitative comments, observations, and recommendations in the individual employee's performance commitment, competency assessment, and significant incidents which shall be used for training and professional development. This can be written under the Strengths and Development Needs column of the Part 4 Development Plans of the IPCRF. RPMS is geared towards competency-based performance management, professional development, and career progression. For more information regarding this, you please read the Order Number 8 Series of 2023. Thank you and good day.